Pero coño!
Okay, are you guys ready for high octane react Nyandy scary spooky scariest videos of all time? We will once and for all figure out if the paranormal is real or not. Is the paranormal real? Let us decide. Let us finally see. This is scary videos you can't unsee. Will we be able to unsee them after this? Is it gonna leave like an after image? This thumbnail is freaking me out. Just the really like wet looking, I don't know, like wet looking eyebrowless creature.
Late one evening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Heather Paul is outside on her front porch having some ice cream with her husband and her 2 sons.
Heather Beather. Heather Beather.
But then, Heather suddenly spots something that absolutely creeps her.
Mariah Sneed. It's just someone's actual name. Is she from the Lorax? Is she related to Mariah Chuck? Oh fuck, I'm so sorry. What's she looking
There's
at?
like little mosquitoes.
Oh.
Kind of going on here.
What was that face? Heather Beather?
What did you say? What did you say, Mommy? I can't hear you.
Scares me? Is that like their elderly neighbor that's just like in a fugue state walking around at night?
You can't tell me to fucking go.
Heather whispers, "She scares me," to her
Somebody
husband
come
and
get your
children, but they
grandma.
have no idea what she's talking about. Neither her husband or sons can see the bizarre figure dressed
What?
in white that
Nobody
is
saw
walking
that?
down the sidewalk only about 20 feet away.
She was
Heather
walking
says
so
that the
slow.
woman looked like,
She was
quote,
right there.
a lady dressed like a nurse from the 1950s with an eerie grin on her face.
Ew.
Heather is now freaked out. She can't understand why no one else saw the strange nurse. So she checks the footage from their front door security camera, and sure enough, the recording also shows a creepy
Person
pale
detected.
figure walking right by.
It just immediately creeped me out, so I just kind of like jumped.
But it gets even weirder, because you see, Heather lives only a mile away from a notorious old abandoned mental asylum,
That's where
the
they treat Lyme
Philadelphia State
disease.
Hospital at Byberry.
So a little backstory, I live about a mile from where Byberry State Hospital used to be. This is one of the, I'm pretty sure, the most notorious mental hospital in the country. A lot of abuse went on there. There was lobotomies performed on patients. There was experiments performed on patients. A lot of them lost their lives.
You know, there's someone that's still alive today that had lobotomy, like the lobotomy procedure performed on them back in like the 1970s, I think. Because they did those like well into the 70s. And I think even like 80s sometimes. And apparently it's like a lady and her husband, and she's like, do they stream? Yeah.
It's because they were just treated so horribly. The conditions that that hospital was in was so inhumane, and no human should have ever had to go through what these patients went through. And these people just needed help. It's just very sad. They were so overcrowded, like the nurse to patient ratio was just extreme.
With 2 student nurses and maybe 3 attendants, we have all we can do to bathe the patients, get them to cafeteria, take them to the doctors,
I have a really
give
good
them their
idea.
medications.
I'm gonna get
and
a
try to keep the
lobotomy,
place clean.
and
Yeah,
then
when I was a kid growing up,
I'm gonna
we used
make
to definitely go in there,
a
and it was really
VTuber
scary. Like the second
agency,
you walk on the grounds, you just
and
feel like it's cold. It's not
trick
normal.
everybody
It's just, it
into
feels
signing
like you can tell
really
somebody's
bad
watching you.
contracts
There's
And,
underground tunnels underneath, so we used
take
to
all
run
that
around
money.
them too, and they used to use those tunnels to
sounds
transport
great.
bodies. And there was still those like metal slab beds that they were still down there when we went in there, like, you know, in the 2000s. I felt my arm grabbed in there once, and I moved my flashlight because I thought it was my friend, and my friend was like over there. And
Wait, really? What?
But this story gets even weirder still.
I'm too
Heather's
late.
dad lived in the same house as a boy. When Heather shows her dad the creepy footage, he tells her that a woman named Linda used to live in the house next door. And during the 1950s, Linda was a nurse at the old Byberry Mental Hospital.
Oh, God.
So did Heather catch the ghost of a nurse from the old abandoned hospital? And if not, why could no one else see the strange woman walking down the sidewalk? Ho ho, no.
I wonder back then, did everyone just feel like that was normal? Like all the lobotomies and shit? Like I remember there was pushback against it at the time, actually. Like a lot of people were like very vocal, like actual doctors were very vocal about the lobotomy shit. But like I feel like it had like a cult following that kind of caught on. It was like the Labubu Dubai chocolate of the time.
Messina lives in an old house in New York State that was built in the 1800s and has a very tragic past. In the early to mid 1800s, the house was part of the Underground Railroad, a network for fugitive slaves seeking freedom.
Jamaica.
Slaves escaping the South were forced to hide under the house to avoid capture by authorities. Because of its dark history, Cara believes that the house might be haunted.
I own
and she says
the
that
very
while her
first
family has lived there,
lobotomy
they have
Labubu.
had, quote, some ghostly activity through the years. So one day, Cara and her daughter are just relaxing around the house, and they start to hear a very strange sound coming from the basement.
I would not
So for
be
the
owning
last
any
20
house
minutes,
that
I've been
has a
sitting on my
trap
couch,
door.
and it's been dead silent, and all of a sudden I hear Santa, and I thought
Santa?
it was coming from outside, and it's not. And this is my basement.
Who else, when they were a kid, like a very, very young kid, like when they taught about the Underground Railroad in school, thought it was literally like an underground railroad with trains and stuff? I didn't. I was on the dean's list, as you all know. Why is it censored? Is she holding a knife? Or like some kind of weapon? Uh-oh, somebody activated Santa. Why did they have a fucking Chucky doll?
Tell me it's in the same box as Chucky right now.
No, you are just asking for danger having one of those things in your house.
What?
Yeah, it's okay.
What the
Right, but it
hell?
hasn't been touched, and all of a sudden, after all of these months,
Well, maybe Santa has needs too.
and it's off.
Cara's daughter flips through a box, which ironically contains 2 old Chucky dolls, only to find that a Santa figurine has suddenly activated itself
About to
and is
get
just
ready for
talking
freaky
away,
mode. No,
even though
no.
the power switch is turned off. But there's something even weirder here that video viewers noticed after this clip was uploaded. Because, did you hear it?
Right, but it hasn't been touched, and all of a sudden, after all of these months,
What's it saying? No, stop.
and it's off.
Just as
I
the
wanted
Santa
to
doll is
speak.
picked up and suddenly stops talking, it can be heard seeming to frantically yell, "No, stop!"
Oh!
So is Cara's basement haunted?
It was
Is the
begging
little
for its
Santa doll
life.
possessed by some wayward spirit? Or is it all just a very odd coincidence? You decide.
What does this have to
Daddy
do with the
Ghost.
house being
One morning, a woman
The
named
Underground
Cheyenne is taking
Railroad.
care of her 2-year-old daughter when the little girl says something very strange.
Okay, who is it?
Oh wait, we've seen this one and I got really confused. I remember because I thought,
Daddy's right there.
Is it your daddy?
No, it's your daddy.
I was like, if he died in 2002, how the fuck is this kid alive? Man, supernatural stuff, like videos with like kids saying weird shit. So it's played out. I'm over it. These kids are fucking liars and they're attention seeking. They're God, I'm so tired of all these stupid kids. All they want is attention. Like, oh, it's all about me, me, me. It's all about me. I want to have toys. I want to have toys. I want to have dinner. I want to have a snack. I want to eat animal crackers. Me, me, me. What about the rest of us? Okay? They think they're the center of the freaking universe, and I'm fucking over it. Okay? I said as much at my little cousin's 6th birthday party, and they had the gall to have play pin the tail on a donkey and have a rodeo clown and a bouncy castle there, which I never got to have for my birthday in recent years. But suddenly, like, they're just entitled to it simply because they just be. Like, what did you even do? What are your many accomplishments? What are your many storied accomplishments at the age of 6, huh?
A woman named Britt lives on a large horse ranch in the mountains.
Ooh.
She says that lately, things around the ranch have gotten a little strange.
Okay,
well,
I don't
actually,
like that.
they've gotten a lot strange. It all starts one day when Britt's dog Josie just completely freaks out.
Wait, did we see this one too? Isn't this the one where the cows suddenly... Or wait, no, the dog is like barking
Dog
at
starts
the
ferociously
closet.
barking at the upstairs bedroom.
Bro, all these scary video channels are like cannibalizing each other. Yeah, it's the one where like they have like the really obvious fake graveyard setup. Bro, it's like that's so sloppy looking. Who would bury their family members like that? And the DoorDash guy comes, Hunter or Haunted.
Nick and Ted from the YouTube channel The Hunting Public are out bow
There's
hunting
so
on
much
public
fake
lands in the
content.
remote wilderness.
No, it's real. Okay? It's real and it needs to be documented for paranormal experts such as ourselves.
Of Missouri. Suddenly they hear something that sends chills down their spines.
Chills.
Now, let me say before I show you these clips, in accordance with YouTube guidelines, no one is shown being hurt in the following video. There's absolutely no evidence that any crime was committed in this video or that anyone was injured in any way. Alright, so, while Nick and Ted are hunting, they hear a gunshot, followed by some insane screaming. They immediately grab their camera and start recording.
It kind of sounds like an animal. I hear a little mosquito
Now, Nick and
going.
Ted are in such a remote area of the Missouri woods that they have no cell service to call the authorities. So, all they can do is listen.
It kind of sounds like either like a screaming animal or maybe like... What? Who said that?
I mean, there ain't nothing out here.
It could just be kids messing around.
I keep getting chills all down my back.
I mean, they're out here like... Out here in the woods where people are hunting. Of course there's gonna be gunshots.
Very not good obscenities to someone else. I've never witnessed anybody screaming like that.
It's kids messing around with a gun. Yeah, it's normal. It's just kids who got a brand new gun. They're out in the woods playing around with a gun and screaming. Kids these days are too busy. Oh my god. They be on their phones all the time. They don't know how to actually have fun and let loose. That was a lot of shots. I mean, I don't know, how many shots does it take, realistically speaking, to kill a deer or something? Oh my god. One? At least 7?
Again, Nick tries to call someone to report the incident, but they still can't find a spot in the woods with cell service.
We ain't got any service in here, so can't call the police and tell them to go over there and see what the heck's going on, but sound like something off a dang horror movie over there.
ASMR, you're in the woods hunting with your bro, and you hear someone get murdered.
At this point, Nick and Ted are totally freaked out. They just head back to their truck so that they can get out of there and call the police.
Maybe someone's on, yeah, drunk
I've heard
people
some stuff that I feel needs to
shooting
be
their
reported
guns
to the
and
police
hooting and
department.
hollering.
I was hunting. Me and a buddy were hunting, and at
Come
about
and get 'em,
6:45,
Obama!
we
Woo!
heard gunshots, which is not uncommon. But then for 30 minutes straight or so, there was lots of screaming and just people obscenities, and it sounded like something really bad was going on over there. And there was
Bro, that is
20 or more
terrifying, but I can't
gunshots
stop.
ended up happening.
I'm like cracking up because he's sitting here in his like hunting ghillie suit gear.
Pins dropped on a map about how far
Looking like that guy in Tropic Thunder.
we were from where we think this was occurring. We didn't know what to do, and we had no
Well, Daisy,
service,
thank
so
you
we're
for
trying to
giving us
report and
up to
see if anything had
Merriweather.
been reported about there.
Thank
Days
you.
later, Nick
I have
and Ted provide an
bronchitis.
update on what happened after their terrifying encounter in the woods.
So after that hunt, you can see we alerted proper authorities, and the days following that event, I had some contact with the state game warden, and they told me that they found nothing on this situation,
peep
and they
that
went in there, and
merch.
it really
Hunting
there was nothing to be
public
found.
merch.
Even though Nick and Ted reported the
Hunting
disturbing
cubic.
incident and even provided GPS coordinates to local authorities, nothing was found at the site. There's absolutely no evidence that any kind of horrible event ever took place there.
You know, it freaked
Really?
us out, and you know, we really got unsettled by it, and we weren't scared that someone wasn't coming after us, but we had heard something that it could have been. You know, your mind goes to think about what could that be, and you know, I immediately go to worst case scenario.
So did Nick and Ted just hear someone having a random temper tantrum
The
or
Yvonne
a
podcast.
breakdown? Or is it just someone freaking out and maybe just shooting guns at a tree
Screaming.
stump?
About to go finish off a 2-liter of Mountain Dew. Woo!
Or was it something much more disturbing? You decide. For the full-length version of this
Yeah, it
video,
was
be
me.
sure to check out the channel, The Hunting Public.
Damn, it looks like they're like giving that turkey some extra baste.
The Hunting Public. Shadow of a Doubt.
They're pardoning that
Now,
turkey.
I've covered the strange and creepy story of a woman named Rosanna in one of my previous videos. Rosanna lives in France in an apartment that she claims is intensely haunted by some mysterious
I think I remember
dark
this
entity.
lady's earlier
One night
video.
while she is home alone, she starts to hear
She's in
strange
France.
sounds coming from her children's playroom. What she catches on camera is truly chilling.
Non, mon appartement est toujours haunted. Ah, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Whoa, whoa! What is that sound? Okay, now the ghost is just fucking around. It's just taking a piss. This would actually just tick me off. Like if I spent the time to tidy all this shit up, and the ghost just came in here just faffing about, moving everything around and untidying it. she sounds pissed off. Ah, what the fuck is that? It literally is. It's being annoying. What is she? Why is she just like spinning around in a circle? What? Was that just her reflection? That's my
Toys
reaction
in
to
the
seeing
playroom
myself
begin
in the
to
mirror.
move on their own, and as Rosanna goes to investigate, she
I got so
notices
scared I had to
something
do a
very
360.
strange. Did you see it? In the window reflection, the large shadowy figure of a man seems to be standing right behind her. But when she spins around, there's no one there. Rosanna sees the strange shadow behind her again in the reflection, but then the figure just disappears.
What the hell?
Rosanna claims that this dark spirit has haunted her apartment for months, but she just can't afford to move out right now.
Yeah,
So
it's
is
like she was
Rosanna
waiting
being
for a
haunted by
cue.
some evil entity? Or Is it all
Like the other
just an
person was supposed to
elaborate
knock
hoax?
another thing over, but they
You
didn't. And she's
decide.
like, oh fuck, now I gotta.
A guide
I
to the
feel the
other
dead air.
side. A
Guide to
young
the
woman
other
named
side.
Diana posted a very disturbing video to Instagram. In the video, Diana and her brother are watching as the police arrive at a trailer at the edge of their property. The police are showing up for a wellness check after the sad, lonely man who rents the trailer has not been.
Is this another story that's like exactly? Oh no, we saw this. I thought it was when I watched this originally. It was like her and her dad, not her and her brother. And then they went in it later, and yeah, there was like all this like fake like the 5 reasons why I love Dad. He's smart. He's funny. He cooks me delicious food. He sings good. We get it. We love your dad. Go to hell. Wait, what is this? Mirror, mirror.
A woman who goes by the online name Pixie Paranormal 1 is a psychic medium and paranormal investigator
now we're
who has had
talking.
quite a few strange experiences. Some that could be
That
supernatural.
dog has seen things.
What is this noise? What is this noise?
And she has also experienced some scary incidents that are just a bit too real.
Terrifying experience. We soon realized this was not children.
Got a load of kids running around in here. Have you ever more?
It just sounds like a pack of wolves.
That's a big ass dog.
That's a girl crying.
What the fuck?
Can you hear that, guys? Hang on.
Is
Turn
someone
the lights off for a
transforming
minute,
into a
people.
werewolf in
Turn
the
these
woods?
lights off. Turn these lights off. Hang on a minute, guys. We've got to turn these lights off. Turn the lights off.
What would you do if you were in the woods and you heard someone running away from a giant like monster, like a giant werewolf monster? And they're like running past you? I would hide. I would go like climb up in a tree and they'd probably make eye contact with me and try to get me to help, but I'd just be like, sorry bro.
Turn that light off.
Yeah, I'd trip them with a stick. So the monster can like get them and like I'll be free to go.
I don't mind hunting ghosts, but it's the humans that worry me.
Bro, I want to go out into the woods and
But recently,
scream.
Pixie Paranormal 1 had a very chilling experience right in her own home. She heard cracking sounds coming from her mirror, so she grabbed her phone and began to film.
That happens every
What
time I look
happens
into the
next
mirror.
is truly bizarre.
Go up here.
Look at my mirror. My mirror's cracking by itself.
Oh!
What's happening? Wait, stop.
Harry, my mirror is cracking by itself.
Is that kid playing Roblox in the background?
Why is it cracking by itself?
No fucking idea.
There's 2 bees.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird.
Oh no, my mirror that I bought for 15 pounds, £15.50 at TJ Maxx is cracking.
I know. There's a naughty mirror. Wait.
Don't they call TJ Maxx something different in the UK?
I know. Maybe the naughty 7.
The woman's mirror begins to break and crack
Kids
all
are
on its
creepy.
own right before her eyes.
They know that
Even
they're
weirder,
creepy
what
and
looks
they-
like a strange misshapen face seems to appear in the slowly
do that shit on
shattering
purpose.
mirror. So did one of the
Hey,
ghosts
thank you,
from
A-Dubs.
Pixie's Paranormal Investigations follow her home?
Dig in your butt,
Or just what
twin.
do you think is happening
TK
here?
Maxx. Why the
Gory
difference?
videos.
Why K
And
instead
now
of
again,
J?
we end this video with clips that might seem a bit spooky at first, but meh. Case in point, some Dutch urbex explorers are checking out an abandoned old building.
Getting
and they
high with
find
Nuke Top
something
5 would be crazy.
absolutely terrifying.
Oh.
Dat is allemaal...
Ah, God, that made me jump. What the fuck? Ah, they're running and screaming like little girls. Motherfucker.
Now, honestly, squatters in an abandoned house are much more dangerous than ghosts. Also, did you notice that this guy's friend has on the same jacket?
Yeah, it's the same coat.
Squatter
I thought
guy?
it was the same guy at first. I was like, how did he teleport?
And next up, a woman is chilled
Maybe
to
it's
her
his
core as she
doppelganger.
wakes up to strange activity. Some unseen force seems to open and close the drawers in her bedroom.
I got an unseen force that opens up my drawers. Anytime I see Sydney Sweeney.
Why is it making that noise? Honestly, this is just pissing me off. Like, really? You're gonna wake me up in the middle of the night to just do this? Oh.
But then it's just her cat stuck inside her wardrobe chest.
How is the cat moving
Look,
all of the
there's
drawers
his little head
at
peeking out.
once?
And finally, Pedro sees a very strange shadow
Okay, I
of
wouldn't
what
be
seems
pissed
to
off
be a
because it'll
person
be a cute
who
kitty
is
cat.
just not there.
Cats really love... What the fuck? It's a tiny little man. Cats love laundry. Especially dirty laundry. Where is it? Where is this man? Looks like he's in deep contemplation. Wait, is it the chair? What?
And then Pedro realizes that he just
What
has
the
weirdly
fuck?
designed chairs.
It looks just like
Anyway,
a sad little man.
thank you for watching. Like, comment, and
So do
subscribe. Please, if you want to be awesome.
I like when Nuke's top 5 gets really bashful at the end when he's asking people to subscribe. What do you guys like about Nuke's top 5?
Dun 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 dun.